Hello. We're going to the second Alliance raid for Endwalker. This is part of the experience of going on Alliance raids too, okay? It takes a while for everybody to like click the thing. I even got footage over here. Check it out. Or over here. You know, I click the thingy. I'm gonna click the thing, and it takes a while, and then someone inevitably is gonna like cancel out of it, you know? And then, there we go. See, this is very common. This is just part of the situation, okay? And then you gotta go back to the queue. But also, look, I'm in a pineapple. And there's like this thingy, the shadow going around, and it's nighttime, and there's stars. We're at the tail end of my big project. I'm making all these guides, so you know, just trying to have some fun making these long guides, taking forever. Okay, the queue is taking forever. Sometimes it pops and I'm like, oh, I'm ready, and then it doesn't, and then I gotta wait another 10 minutes. It's kind of a whole thing, but here we go. So I'm running this Euphrosyne a few months after it first came out, and already just a few months after it came out, like some of the mechanics we don't see. So there's definitely gonna be, like, even in the footage I was able to get, we're gonna miss some of the mechanics. But I'll try to point it out. Because if you're playing anywhere from now and then forward into the future, you'll likely not see stuff anyway. Or it will be like, yeah, unless you're going like super minimum IO. I don't know, can you go minimum IO on these? Maybe. You know what, you can go with a limited party. I've definitely done that before. Anyway. Okay, this first one, Abundance, is gonna be a raid wide. I also didn't realize I was main tank, but I went to the front. Usually someone else is more into being main tank in Alliance raid, so I just take my tank stance off. Okay, so now here, the sides of the stage has this glowing stuff. So it's like hella thorny, you know what I'm saying? It's thorny, okay? And now also please note, here we got pink. It's like pink flowers and stuff. So when she does Giving Land, she's gonna either do a circle AoE in the center, or she's gonna do a donut. And so it's either you're gonna go inside the hitbox to be safe, or you're gonna run away from it. So because the pink ground is a thing, and pink everywhere, and the pink petals and all that stuff, it's gonna be a circle AoE, so you get away from the center. Okay, it's more than just the hitbox. You gotta actually move pretty far out there. So let's see. So if you get trapped in it, there's all these thorns, and you get pushed up into the air. And then, ooh, looks like this person died, and then this person took a lot of damage here. Yeah. Okay. This also kind of depends on your gear. So now, see, the ground is green with like leaves, and then even in the background we see more trees. Okay, if you compare that to before, where the background was bushes of flowers. See, there's just flowers everywhere. When she transitions the stage to a forest, this is actually going to be the donut one, so you want to go into the hitbox. And it's the same size as the other one, so you do have some wiggle room. You don't have to go into the hitbox, but going inside the hitbox is like the safer bet. And then so the attack for the AoE is this like forest effect. LM, did you get hit with both? Okay, LM was down, and then they got a raise. Oh yeah, okay, and then they got the raise, and so they got the raise while the thing was happening. Okay. Anyway, okay, Matron's Harvest. I believe this one's gonna be a raid wide, and then the stage changes. Yeah, raid wide, and then we go back to the yellow fields. Okay, Rebirth Gale. We got this checkerboard situation. So find a square that's safe and stay there, because immediately after there'll be another set, and then when this thing goes off, you gotta just stay there, wait for it, and then you move into a safer one. Okay, it happens very fast. Matron's Plenty. Okay. Okay, we got a transition of the stage. Floral Haze. Okay. There's a few things here. Matron's Plenty. Okay, it switches back to this whole like either green or pink situation all over the place. Okay. And then the thing that she just did gives everybody an arrow. I got left face. Okay, so left face, and then this person got right, and then this is the up, and then this is the down. Okay, so that means when this timer goes off, you're gonna head that direction. You're not gonna be able to control your character. So that means you need to prepare yourself for, like, you need to position yourself so you don't get hit with stuff. The first giving land, whatever that is, just dodge it per usual. So here we got the green one. So I'm gonna stay inside the donut. Okay. And then the second one is gonna be the pink area, which is gonna be a circle AoE. So I'm gonna move myself in a way where when my timer goes off, I have to move left. So I'm gonna just move out of the way. As opposed to if I stood over here and then I had to move left and then I went into the hitbox, then I'd blow up. You know what I'm saying? So I move over. This is probably a little too close to the edge, but I also wanted to simulate what happens if you go in there. Okay, so when the timer goes off, everybody gets this forced march thing. Oh yeah. Okay, watch the timers. You see, I was facing this way. I know it's kind of hard to see. I was facing this way, and so when I end up moving left, I end up going this way because this is my new relative north. Okay, so that's why I kind of went down this way. Okay, so I was force marched into the thorns, and then I got a bleed. Right, so it can be a bit spicy. It's spicy of a bleed. I got pretty good gear though, so I'm okay. But if you don't, then it can do a lot of damage. Okay, Matron's Harvest. This is gonna be the raid wide. And then she switches the stage back to the yellow stuff. The yellow grass. Matron's Breath. Man, I don't remember any of these names, but basically we got this blue and like yellow stuff, right? This is kind of like a transition thingy. And now we've got these two things. We got this yellow thing and this blue thing. And then in the back, behind her, we got this like blue thing here, and then we're gonna get like other sets of stuff. Okay, see how it's kind of got this AoE thing going on it? When this circle goes, like hits this beam, it's gonna do an attack. And then we got another one. So, the easiest thing really is to look and see if it's blue, you go to the blue one. If it's yellow, you go to the yellow one. But if you struggle with that, like another thing you can look at is that the blue one has these circles, and then the blue thing also has circles on it, like up at the top here. And then it's kind of hard to see, but the yellow one has triangles, and then there's triangles here. Yeah, just if it's helpful. But basically, because the blue one popped up first, and it also has that little indicator, there's like a 1 dot there. There's one circle there to indicate it's a dot. And then this one, we're seeing this a lot more, you know what I'm saying? The red 2 dots, and then So the odd ones are blue and the even ones are red. I'm just looking at these dots, the number indicator. So this one's gonna go first, and then this one, and then whatever other ones after it. So if the blue one's going first, then we need to stand in the blue one, and you'll see here it changes our buff. You need to have the same color buff so you don't take damage from this. Okay, then we move over to the yellow, because this yellow one's gonna go off. As soon as it goes off, it does like this big animation. Then you move back to the blue for the third one. I stood outside for science, okay? You want to stand in there though. So it looks like if you don't go in there, you get 18.5k damage and a Vuln stack. Yeah, it's hard to see because there's a lot going on here, but yeah, 18.5k. Okay, abundance is going to be the raid wide. Matron's plenty. The outer ring is kind of got this AoE thing, so there's thorns outside now. Floral haze. It's the number situation, okay? Things are gonna stack up now. I got left again. Landwalker. Okay, so here we got the checkerboard situation, but we also have these circle things. That's what the Landwalker one is apparently. So Reaper's Gale we saw before was these lines, and then the Landwalker one is these circle things. Bruh, I don't know the names of all these things, but I'm pretty sure that's the situation. So it's kind of hard. You want to stand in one of these clear ones, but then it kind of overlaps with the circles, and so when you see the next safe spot, you have to be careful about which one you're stepping in. Like, you have to, it has to be like hella green, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like this kind of off green. It's hard to tell. Right, okay, so I'm here dodging, and I go to a safe spot because it's hella green right there. That's fine. And then the next thing that comes up is giving land. This is one where I have to stay in the hitbox. But at the same time, I'll notice my countdown for March Left was going off. So I kind of needed to position myself in a way where when I start marching, I'm still within the hitbox. Okay. Some people got pushed outside, and then they get tossed up like this. Okay, now sewing circle. This situation, there's gonna be 4 arrows first, and then there's gonna be another set. So here, this is gonna keep going like this, and then this one's gonna go like this, and then this one's gonna go out like this, and then that one's gonna go whatever. You wanna position yourself like kind of between them. See, so I'm going right between them here, and then another set is gonna pop up, but I already know I'm in the safe spot here. If you miss this window, you just gotta back it up and try your best then. So here I'm gonna wait for the first ones to go off, and then I run into the one that just went off. You know, it happens very fast. I didn't even make it. 16k in a Vuln stack. If you look at it from further back, it might be a little bit easier, but then right after that we've got this thing. Right after that we have the giving land thing. Okay, and this is when you gotta run out away from the circle. Let's take a look over here. Yeah. Okay, that's the first one. Oh, yeah. Here. I died here. Let's see what happened. Okay, so the things went out, and I found this small little spot here. You also notice there's this big circle here, okay? I found this small spot. It went off, and then I was here. I was like, oh, this is a green square that's safe. No, it's not hella green like this, okay? It's actually, it's the off green because here I'm right in the circle. So that's not great. So that's why I got hit and took 35 something K, and then also a Vuln stack. Okay, and then giving land. Okay, I also had this force march, and I would travel like backwards, like south. So because that went off and I wasn't positioned well, like I didn't turn my character, I was force marched into the outside of the donut, and then I took, whoa, 72K and a Vuln stack. I already had Vuln stack before, so I died to this. But we can take a look at this mechanic, okay? So this one goes off. You're gonna go in these directions. So if you stand in the middle here, you can wait for the first one to go off and then walk into it. Or you can stand further back like these people and just wait for the things to go off. Wait for it to go off, and then you run into it. And it was hard to see because I was getting my raise right there, but you know, see? At this point, you can kind of see that this went off. And then if you're waiting over here, you can run into this safe spot while this is moving. Yeah. That's the whole thing. We get tossed up like that this raid. We were struggling a little bit, so it's fine. Okay. Back to this one. I'll see you one more time. So you stay in a safe spot, wait for it to hit, and then move over. Even though it looks very chaotic, it's a mechanic you've done a lot in the MSQ dungeons. Okay, and then we gotta get out of that circle AoE. Okay, moving on. Matron's Harvest. This is gonna be the raid wide, and then we're back to the yellow field. Okay. Matron's Breath. This is the blue and yellow thingy. Okay, so you gotta turn your camera to figure out what's gonna happen first. So first off, we're gonna get the yellow one, and then the blue one. Okay, so we go to the yellow one, wait for it. And then, oh, another one pops up, so we're gonna get yellow for the third one. Okay, and then we're gonna get blue for the other one. Okay, so we go to blue because this one's gonna blow up now. And then we go to yellow because yellow's the third one. And then I keep turning my camera so I can see whatever's happening next. Okay, so then now we stay in blue for two of them. Okay, stay. And then the last one is gonna be yellow. Okay, and then immediately after we got this stack marker. Okay. I believe that's all of the stuff, really. There might be like some tank busters that you have to deal with, but looks like a lot of people kind of skip that. Let's see if this one has it. We're gonna go blue twice. It's not always this pattern. It's a coincidence, but sometimes it changes like all over the place. Okay, furrow. We got a stack. Yeah, it looks like people are pretty much oh, here, the tank buster. Okay. So you just gotta spread for that. Yeah. Right now, this is still pretty much like current content, and so you can only roll for one gear thing per week or something like that until the whole raid unlocks. So, sometime in the future it'll unlock. Like, all these things are like growing up here. Eventually we're gonna go up there. Spoilers. Okay, so this is just the ad phase. Typically people will just gather all of it together and AoE it down. Nothing too special. But there are a lot of AoEs to dodge from the frogs, the toads. But yeah, people will use limit break here, typically. Yeah, see these big AoEs? Gotta watch out for that. Big AoEs. Big long AoEs too. So just, you gotta be quick dodging these things. But still kind of keeping everything together if you're the main tank of them. Alright, next area. See, we're jumping. Well, we're getting teleported. These ones are similar, you can just take them all down together. Ooh, Roaring Rumble. This is a raid wide for all of them. Okay, you got a Tank Buster here. Okay, big AoE to get out of. And then we got this behemoth to take care of. Okay, we got a tank stack. There's 3 red balls, so all the tanks go here and mitigate for the tank stack. It was 45k. Okay, so if we didn't go there, 45k times 3 is a lot, and it probably killed tank. Okay, after the behemoth does its the behemoth is gonna drop a comet here, okay? So you gotta run away from it so you don't get that much damage, so we run to the side. Afterwards though, it's gonna target a player and then do a very big AoE. Okay, so you gotta watch out for that cleave. It does a lot of damage. Oh, it's doing it again. Yeah, so when it does the move Trounce, that's when it's gonna do a big cleave. Okay, next boss. Bosses, actually.
It seems my sister shall be joining us.
Okay, so the bosses are going to be, if they're too close together, they'll have this tether. Okay, let me see if I got it in this one. There we go. Okay. You want to keep the bosses separated, because if they're together, like they're too close and there's a visible tether with them, then they basically get a boost. So I know I hover on it here. It's this one. Sibling Revelry. Combat capabilities increase when they're nearby one another. Okay, so that's what this tether is. So you want to keep them separated. And then, wait, what was the other one? The one that has an 8-minute, 7-minute thing. Arcane Triumph, fated by Spinner to emerge victorious when this effect expires. So basically this fight has an enrage, which when it was very new, people were hitting enrage. So you have 8 minutes to fight these two. After 8 minutes, it will just be a wipe. But yeah, so that's what those little buffs for them are. Yeah, so we want to keep them separated. And then here, the sisters cast Spinner's Wheel. Everyone's gonna get like one of these cards on them. So I got Arcane Attraction. Everybody's got this. And basically, fated by Spinner to be seduced if gazing at Nemea when the effect expires. So this, we have a certain amount of time, and the stars also indicate the timer. If you're looking at her when it happens, you're going to become seduced, and then you won't be able to control your character. So you want to look away from her. And if you're targeting the brother, usually that's enough, but the issue is if the brother is still kind of close and you're standing off to the side here like this one, he's attacking the brother, but his line of sight can still see the sister, so he wasn't technically looking away. And then the brother at this time is doing this AoE, and then, oh yeah, we got someone else there too, and then you just get hit by it, okay? And that just killed them. Which, let's take a look over here. Okay, okay. Arcane Attraction. So, in this run, the tanks ended up keeping the sister in this corner. And so that means most of us, when we're standing on this side, and then this like thing, the attraction thing comes out, you gotta move yourself over here. So basically she's behind you. But I was standing here, because this is usually where I stand, and I forgot to factor that in. And you can also see here, this tether here means I am seeing her, okay? So I got seduced, I get a vulnerability up because I didn't look away, and then now this thing is pointing towards me, and I'm seduced right now, okay? And then just, I'm gonna die. Yeah. 163,000, oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's more health than anybody has. So, well, I also had a bone stack. I got another bone stack. But yeah, so that was unfortunate. Typically, what I usually see is that one of the tanks will take the ad and move it to the back corner over here, which is what we ended up doing in this run. So then people could just stay on this side, facing this way. And then the sister would be further in the back anyway. Okay, so now the sister's doing Spinner's Wheel again. So she's gonna send the card to us again. Okay, this time it's also the Seduce thingy, but because the brother's doing Time and Tide, the Sands of Time reminder command, it looks like we got, you know, whatever, 16 seconds, but it's gonna, the countdown's gonna go a lot faster. Because he's got this clock, whatever thing. And then, okay, now all of a sudden it's, okay, 2 seconds until time accelerates, so we had 10 seconds, and then now it goes hella fast, okay? So you gotta be on the lookout for that. So this card situation, there's actually some variations to it. You're either gonna get the seduction whatever one, the hearts, or you can get one, the pyretic one, and that means you can't move. And then conversely, the other one is the frozen one, and that means you have to be moving. But apparently, if you get the seduction one, that's the only one you're gonna get throughout the entire fight. Apparently. When I was running this when it first came out, I saw both variations, but these days I've mostly just seen the seduction one. Just randomly. Seems like that. But anyway, okay. So their health is relatively similar, right? And she did this like green thingy. There's this green kind of, it was, her health, yeah, their health is kind of the same. This thingy, I'm pretty sure that's when they're equalizing their health. So then it stays similar. If one has more than the other, that's when they like, you know, keep it similar. Okay, now this move. Axioma. Oh, raid wide. And then we got this stuff, this purple stuff on the ground. Okay. Some people are gonna, a lot of people are gonna get these AoEs. You gotta spread them out, and you don't want to stand on the purple thing, because when you stand on the purple thing, this happens, you die if you have the AoE around you, because this move here, okay, I took 12k, but more importantly, it is a magic type move. Okay, so let's back it up a little. Okay, I must have been standing in one of them. Yeah, so this person moved a little, and so I got hit with it, which is fine. I mean, it's fine, but it's a magic attack, and when you stand in this purple thing, you get a magic vulnerability, which is why you will die. We do have to stand in this purple thing when we get this mechanic though. Inexorable pull, there will be arrows pointing upwards on outside the stage. When you stand on here, you get a heavy, so that means your movement is reduced, so you don't get pushed upwards. But at the same time, this magic vulnerability is what ended up killing that other person, because that other attack was a magic attack, and it did a lot of damage, and so you just multiply that by whatever vulnerability thing, and then yeah, you'll die, most likely. If not, cool, but it hits hard. So during this inexorable pull thingy, we want to stand on the purple thing, and if you don't, then you get pushed up the stage. Okay. Oh no, they just got raised, but this person over here got pushed up the stage. Okay, actually we got 3 people dead. Were they dead before? Let's see. Okay, at this point these 2 are still alive. And then this attack goes off, and I didn't take any damage, but yeah, the ninja and the black mage died to that. So yeah, let's take a look over here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we'll go on this. Man, everyone's just a pro gamer. They're just doing well. Whoa, what about this person? But anyway, yeah, okay. If you don't step in the thingy, you get pushed upwards, okay? Okay, so now this next move. Oh wait, is this person? Anyway, okay, no. This next move is like this watery move, and it's got all these arrows and stuff, and so that means if you finish one of the most recent trials, there was a move similar to this where you have to run into it. So we want to stand near it, and then once it goes off, we're going to walk into the safe spot, because it's going to go out and cleave and then out and cleave. Same on the other side. So let's take a look. You want to be careful not to stand in the purple area at first though, because if you do, it'll be harder to move into the spot. Okay, see, so it keeps going out. One more time. So you run near it, wait for it goes off, and then you move. And then it'll keep like reverberating out. Right after that, we got this cone AoE, so you watch out if it's near you. Again, if you step in the purple stuff, you're gonna get heavy, so it'll be harder to dodge things. Okay, we got a tank stack thing here. There's just two of them. I was chasing them around. I didn't get hit with that because he was moving around too much, but it's fine. He didn't die. Okay. The sister eventually teleports to this middle back area. Just FYI. Okay. And she did this cast hydrostasis. Okay, looks like the brother is doing Petri, and then the sister is doing so Petri is this one, and the sister's doing hydrostasis. And we're gonna get some tether things on the side here. This stuff. There's one over here, and then there's one back down here too. These have number icons on them, kind of similar in Aglaya, the final fight of that one. So we need to go to the first one. So here, there's one diamond. So we go over here, and there's going to be a knockback situation. So you want to get pushed towards number 2, because number 2 is going to go off next. Okay, the number 2 here, and then you want to push yourself towards number 3. So you stand and point towards 3. And then once you're at 3, you want to point more towards like this side of the stage, because if you're like over here, you're going to fall off. You might fall off, okay? It happens very fast, for sure. So, let's see that again. Okay, go to 1, they're at 2, position to move at 3, at 3, position to go to a safe corner. Okay. Alright, let's see if there's another perspective here. Oh. Let's watch this one. Oh, I happen to already be in the middle, so I walked out, okay, I wait for it to blow a little bit, blow up, and then I walk in. Happens very fast. Okay, now get out of the cleat. So let's see. Well, here we go. Okay, so I'm at 1. I'm positioning myself to go to 2. HK was on the other one. Did you see that? Over here, HK was at 3. And so, what that means, HK. Because this one's going off first, they got knocked off the stage. They're my tank, so they just immediately die because they got pushed off the stage. Okay, so here we are at 2, and we go towards 3, and then 3 is gonna blow up. So then I position myself to go diagonally over there. Okay, if you don't make it, you get knocked off the stage and then you die. It's a very fast mechanic. Sometimes I target myself because I got a controller that's very sensitive. It's a whole thing. Okay, so now, this card situation we got, it was upwards before, okay? And it was like a pink heart where we didn't look at her, but this time, it like turns around. Attraction reverse. Fated by Spaniard to be seduced if looking away from her when this effect expires. So the cards are now green and they're upside down, and that means we have to look at her or else we get seduced. So a trick you can do is just to start attacking her instead, or you know, you position yourself in a way where she's back there, like in front of you, and then it's fine. But see, some people oh no, I think most people made it. Oh no, one person didn't make it. This person they're facing away from her, and so that's why they're seduced. But nobody got caught in this cleave, so it's alright. At this point, though, I was fussing around because the other tank, like, didn't have aggro or something. So I'm tanking this one. Yeah, is that what happened? For some reason, yeah. The other tank died. Okay. The other tank died, and then, oh yeah, that's when I was like, oh, I'm targeting myself. And then I noticed that someone on my team was getting aggro, and so, yeah. So when you're tanking, you gotta make sure you pay attention to the other tanks and if they're dying or not. Yeah. Okay, so at this point I realized, and then I was like, oh, let me grab aggro. That was my bad. I was so focused on the other mechanics and stuff. Actually, also my controller situation. It's not a big deal, you know. If you're tanking this and you're unsure how to tank it and other people look like they're more willing to be main tank, cool, do that. But also, a lot is happening, so that's what happened. Like, this person died because they ended up having aggro for a while. Here, see? They have an A over here on their not party list because the other tank had died and they did the most damage out of like basically everybody. And so in the party chat they're like, tank, and I was like, oh shoot, I gotta grab it from them. But then they died. Okay, anyway, so at this point, okay, the seduction thing, we have to look this time because of the grain thing. And get out of the cleave. And I was doing tank stuff. I was like, I don't like that the boss is like all the way over there. Like, I want to move it more to the center, like far away from her. Because for a while, I think they were still kind of close. Like, sometimes if they're too close, they can accidentally get the tether thing and then they would get boosted together. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, these AoEs, remember, spread out and don't stand on the purple stuff, or else you'll likely get more damage and possibly die. Okay, double tank buster, well, tank stack. You can survive it on your own if you're the tank. I used my invuln there, and I was fine. I also used some mitigation too, but really just my invuln was fine. Okay, so this thing again, we got 1, 2, and 3 over there. However, the brother is doing time and tide, and so similar to how one of the first mechanics, he did that and then the card went really fast. He's doing that to this one, number 3 over here. He's got that there. So that means that is actually going to be the first one that goes off, because he's going to make time go faster. So we go to 3, and then the next one that will go off is 1, so we go towards 1. And then we'll angle towards 2. Okay, and then we angle again towards the safer spot. Okay. Typically people skip that at this point, from the majority of runs I've seen. But yeah, when you see this time thing on one of them, no matter what the number is, you want to go to that one. So like, if the time thingy was put on 2, then you would want to run to 2, and then you go to 1, and then you go to 3, and then you go to a safe spot. Okay. Okay.
Long have I awaited
After we take care of one of them, we all go towards the other one. Most people usually attack the brother more than the sister, and so usually the sister's the second one we do. But yeah, again, the whole card situation, you get like the seduce one or not seduce one, so you either look at her or look away, or you're gonna get the weather one where it's either gonna be like fire stuff and you can't move, or it's gonna be like snow, ice stuff, and that means you have to consistently move or else you're gonna get frozen. But I really haven't seen that lately. I usually just see the cards with the hearts on them. But just in case you see it, that's how those work. Okay, so these are just ad phase. You take them out together. Lots of AoEs though. Like these do donut AoEs, but because they're overlapping, it's very difficult to find a safe spot. Like here's a safe spot. Right here. Yeah. So yeah, try to go there, but it's very difficult to see. We got Tank Buster in here. And I'm dodging things too, but my health is going down really fast. And well, the healer commented and was like, "I'm sorry, Ghost Guide. I was finishing the rest of my cup noodles." And I was like, "It's fine." So things can hit hard here, and you wanna, if you're healing and your tank is the one taking aggro for all this stuff, then you do kind of want to pay attention. But it's also fine. It's fine. Lots of AoEs. A significant amount of damage if you're not watching out for it. Okay, next boss. Also, you'll notice there's a red one and a big moon back here. Yeah, they were like, "I'm sorry, Ghost Guide, I was eating the last of my cup noodles," sad face. And I said, "LOL, no worries." Okay, so, oh boy. This one can be a bit chaotic, but it's still a pretty cool fight. She's a cool character. A very strong lady. Rain of Spears is gonna be the raid wife. It hits multiple times. Okay, this move, Tetrapagos. There's gonna be some memory games to deal with. Okay, so first it's gonna be a circle AoE, so we back it up. Okay, next it's gonna be a half cleave. I'll switch to yellow here so we can see. Is this easier? Should I do brown? No. Purple? Nope. Wow. Orange? Wow, nope. This yellow? Maybe? No. Maybe darker brown? Maybe dark brown? Bruh. This? No. It's called long guides for a reason, you know what I'm saying? We're picking colors. Black? Oh, that might be okay. Okay. Okay, so the first one was the donut darkness. And then the next one is gonna be the cleave. Half cleave, okay? So we gotta remember all this. And then the third one is the other cleave, okay? And then the fourth one is gonna be a donut. So, the trick, well, let's just watch it. Just watch and then I'll tell you how I solve it. Okay, so cleave, this person already died, other cleave, And then a donut. Yeah. Okay, we got some deaths here already. So, the way I position myself for this is... I see what the first one is. Okay, it's a it's a circle. It's a circle AoE. So I'm gonna stand right outside. Okay. And then, whoa, like I kind of stand in the middle. And then I see which side gets cleaved. Okay, it's gonna be this side. And so I'm gonna stand behind the circle AoE and then on this side of it. So that means I've already dodged this one and I'm already dodging this one. Okay. And then to confirm, I'm gonna wait for the other two to show what they're gonna do. Okay, so that means eventually I'm gonna have to be on this side. And then eventually I'm gonna have to be on up in here. And so I will wait here in the safe spot I've already created for myself. Wait for the first two hits, the circle, the half cleave, and then I'll move here diagonally. And this has worked for me every time I've gone in. Okay, so I pick my safe spot outside the circle, and then on this side, and then here we go. 1, and then 2, and then I go diagonally. And then, okay. Now some people, it's similar here. So I stand outside. Okay, it's that side again. It's not always the same pattern. It just happens to be for these two. Some people will wait for the first one to go off, and then they run forward. See how they run forward? And then they run sideways like that, which is fine. But I tend to do the diagonals, the diagonal one, so I don't have to move as much. I just move in one direction. One direction. I never really listened to them that much. Like, I feel like it's just more movement to go up and then over instead of just like diagonal over. Yeah. Okay. We'll probably see it again. Like I said, we'll probably see it again. Here we go again. Okay, now we got a donut first, so I'm gonna stay close. And then, see that? I moved over just a little bit. And then, oh, okay, we're gonna get a circle after that. Okay, so I stay here, wait for 2, and then I'm gonna back it up in a diagonal. See that? I was here, and I backed it up into a diagonal way. And then I dodged the circle, and then I dodged that. Alright, so here now we've got like these 3 pillars, and we want to go to the pillars for the stack. Usually A is here, B is here, and C is over here. This black pen is working out pretty well, huh? Because it's all like light and blue on the stage and stuff. Okay, and so she's gonna zoom everywhere. And then, okay, and then we got tank busters, so we'll split up. Okay, okay. Okay, this thingy, 1000-fold thrust. Okay, so she has these, like, are they shields? They kind of look like computer screens to me, you know, high-tech ones. Basically, it all gathers around her first in like a circle formation, but then eventually it's going to point a certain way. See, they all move together and they point a certain way. So they're all pointed up here, so that means everything up here is going to get cleaved. Yep, there we go. Big old cleave up there. Little stab at the end to be sure. Okay, so it happens again. Wait for it. Like, a trick really is when you see the circles of orange stuff, see where they fold inwards. See, it's kind of folding this way, like this way. That means this is probably going to be the side that's going to get cleaved, okay? So I start moving over, and then yeah, she shoots them all out that way, and so that whole side of the stage is gonna get cleaved. Okay, now this Lochos, she's got this like yellow stuff tethered to her, and it's basically just like these things off to the side, and they're gonna do cleaves like this. This side is gonna cleave this entire thing, and then over here, whatever one she's tethered to here, is gonna cleave this whole side. So that means you're only gonna get one quadrant that's safe. So you wanna stay in this quadrant. Okay, see that? It goes all over, so you don't want to get hit with that. Like LM, getting hit with that? Yeah. LM is right on the line here. So they got hit with just one, and like one of these arrow things, and so they took more than half of their health. Pretty sure I got hit with it too. I think I did it on purpose though. Yeah, let's see. For science, you know, you guys. Okay, so she does a thing. And I always move myself so that I see that the thing's over here, and then this quadrant's safe. But because I make guides, I had to just walk over there just to see. Okay, this person also kind of ran back there. And we're gonna get hit, but that person moved out of the way. They're down here now. They see, they got hit the same time as I got hit, and they moved out of the way. And you get a vulnerability at 33,000. Okay, but if you keep staying there, you get hit again. So then I got 38, and then I died. So looks like you can take at least one hit, but you gotta get out. But this is like a continuous thing, and then I died there. Alright. Alright. Will of the Fury. Okay. The outside of the stage, I'm gonna use yellow now. It's softer. I prefer softer colors. Okay. So, outside, we got these red arrows. It's gonna move. So you want to stand along the thing, wait for it to blow up, and then you move into the spot. If you don't do this correctly, you'll get frozen in place. See, like these people, they got frozen. And then we got this proximity marker here. And so if you do it correctly, cool, but don't run in right away, because you're gonna get hit with this proximity marker. And take a look at the people who got hit. You know what I'm saying? They were too close. So it's a bit unforgiving. Also, this is like current. This is current content, okay? That's why it's a bit more unforgiving. As opposed to like Crystal Tower, you get hit with stuff and you're like, I'm fine. You get hit with multiple stuff there and you're fine. But here, we're at current content at the moment, so you can really die to these things. Okay, she'll teleport to the front, and then we'll get this kind of separation of stuff, these walls, okay? So there's also AoEs out here, and you are gonna get hit with that if you stand outside. So you want to go into one of these spots. Once you're inside, these walls will pop up, and you want to just attack this thing in the middle. But they all will have like this AoE thing, so you gotta move out to the corner. But then also people have AoE stuff, so you gotta spread out. There's a lot going on here. Let's see, I got hit with one of them, 16k. Right. I'm also the tank in this one, so it's fine. Yeah, everybody in their own thingy needs to take care of this. We have some random person in here. That's also fine. It's just like you won't get heals with your healer if you're not with your healer. So this mechanic here, when it's turning, oh, you can't really see, but yeah, when it's turning, that means this will like kind of turn with it. So you might get hit with it. Get hit if you're on that side. So you want to go kind of back over here, so it kind of moves that way. But usually people skip that mechanic at this point. Like we took care of our ad, and then we can just attack this middle one now. So, yeah. The people have high enough gear these days that we're skipping some of the mechanics already. Okay, we got AoEs to dodge from. Now, we gotta gather together, because we're gonna get some raid wides here. She's like gearing up, she's got her sword. It's the whole thing. I thought I looked cool, so I took a picture. Okay. Big heals. Now she's gonna swipe us with her sword again. Okay. We also have this like duty thing, so that's the ad phase. And if you didn't take care of the ads fast enough, like that big AoE situation probably would have killed us. But we took care of it. Okay, so for this configuration we got the stuff on this side and this side. So I move myself into this quadrant. Oh, I moved myself up here because I was testing it to see how much damage I get. Okay, but then the stuff is overlapping. So we're gonna get this thing that does a cleave. So, it's like this. It's actually gonna be like this. I was just standing over here to see how much damage it was because I didn't know if I'd run the thing again. But, yeah. Your safe spot's gonna be this small pizza slice here. Okay, so then look, it's 15k and everyone's like, yeah. We saw it in the other video though. But when she's doing this at this part of the thing, we gotta take a look at where the red orange stuff is pointing. And then that's gonna cut the amount of space you have in half. Oh yeah, we had this person over here die because they were standing in it. Okay, immediately after that we got a spread for these AoEs. Will of the Fury. It's the red stuff on the outside. You gotta run towards it, but don't stand in it yet. Wait for it to blow up and then go walk in. Okay? If you don't make it, you get frozen. And remember, stay out here because we got the proximity marker. Okay. Tetrapagos Thrust. This is the one we have to memorize. Okay, so I move out. I'm gonna go to the safe side over here, outside of the circle, and on this side. Wait for the things to go off. And then I'm gonna move diagonally. Oh, but then we got this thing. We got this, so we gotta see which side it goes on. Okay, it's on that side. So the very last one was a donut AoE, and so being inside is still fine, but then I immediately move over so I don't get hit with this thing. Yeah, sure happens fast, huh? Doom Sphere, okay, again we go to our respective corners, towers. Pop cover on the healer because they died to the one thing. Rain of Spheres. It's gonna be a raid wide. Okay. It hits multiple times. Chalaza. Okay, so we got AoEs to spread and then also a stack marker. The person who had the AoE stood with the who had the stack markers still with the people with AoEs, so that was a bit confusing. I think they didn't realize, and so they didn't come close to the boss, and they might have died. Okay, but immediately after that, we got this Tetrapagos thing again. Okay, so... So I move out, go to the clear side, and then I just stay still, and then I know, okay, last one's doing AoE, yeah, I'm gonna move diagonal to the opposite side of me. Okay, and then we got tank busters on all the tanks. Alright, alright. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, but, you know, after you run it a few times, it's okay. Also, I hope after watching this video, you know, you have more knowledge and then you can do it better. That was interesting, like, that person was kind of just standing there. Almost done. This is the last fight. I just realized we have like 3 Reapers. Oh, and they have 3 Bards. Remember in the last fight there was the moon and like the red one? That's apparently that's her. That's what somebody said. I don't really follow the lore that much, but yeah, someone mentioned that. It's her. I was checking out the stage. There's a snowman over there. I'll show you later. Okay. Blue Moon is the raid wipe. Okay, and also now we have this thing on the outside. If you walk on the outside of the stage, it'll give you a bleed. Okay, Love's Light. She makes this moon here, okay? The moon forms at Minfina's command. Okay. Wait, what was that one called? Full bright. The moon starts changing, see? Now it's like getting bright. When the moon is like fully lit, it's gonna do a line AoE in the middle of the stage. So, yeah, you gotta be on the sides for that. Midnight Frost, she's gonna do a cleave, and it's indicated by this like frosty stuff down here. So you gotta pay attention to that and be on the other side of it. You see, whoa, it took a lot of damage from these people. Should I switch back to blue? No, it's hard. I'll stay as yellow. It's fine. Is it fine? Or should I choose a different yellow? Wow. This one? That's hard to see. What about this one? What about this one? I don't like any of them. I'll just stay with this. Okay, moving on. It's late. My ADHD is not great right now. Okay. Oh, okay. We got triple tank busters. We got every tank is gonna have a thing. Okay, this caution tape. It's gonna be a cleave of some sort. So they're gonna do line cleaves on us. So people need to get away. See, it's a line cleave. 18k. Okay, this thing, we got circle AoEs underneath. You gotta run out. I ran out because I was like, it'll look like I'm just accidentally doing this. Okay, bleeding. Okay, check it out. You take a significant amount of health. You can actually see how much I'm taking out. Dodge all of this, all these AoEs. Okay. So yeah, I'm losing a good chunk of health here because of the bleed. Okay. While this is happening, the AoEs are jumping stuff. She's jumping with ice, and the last one that she jumps on, you want to run towards her because she'll immediately do this thing, which is a donut AoE. Whoa, this person's like upside down. They're doing a flip. Lots of dragoons here. So you want to be inside for this. This person took a significant amount of damage. I got hit with that. Ooh, this person's almost dead. Oh, that person is DC. Okay. Now, this move, we've got this moon and this moon that are like darker, and this one and this one that's like half. Okay. So that means these ones, this one, this one's, they're gonna blow up first. And so here you can see this AoE is like this for this one, and then this one is like this for this one. So we stay on the side that has the dark one and wait for these other ones to blow up first. See, they're waxing, I guess that's what it's called. When they're fully waxed, they blow up, and then we go into the clear spot. Because now these other ones are gonna wax. Okay? And then immediately you gotta make sure you can look at the ground to see which way she's cleaving. And here she's cleaving towards us, so all of us need to go that way. But if you went to the safe spot over here the other time, because like you can go on this side, for example, then you're good to go. You can just stay like that. But in this configuration, like this draw randomly, she happened to choose our side, and you gotta move quick. You gotta move quick out of the way, or else you get cleaved. Okay? Look at this. Look at all this. It's doable, but you gotta move very fast. Okay, this next move. Oh, she's summoning these ceremonial pillars. These ads, okay? So we gotta take care of the ads. They're all tethered to her. This is the ad phase. If this gets to 100, you know, we'll die. Standard stuff. However, we've got these ice sprites. You can't target them. They will just point to random places, okay? So you have to dodge those. Okay, and then we got AoEs on random people. So we gotta spread those out while taking care of the ads. Okay, ice sprites are picking on people. Dodge out of those. See, the ceremonial pillars are like giving her power and stuff, and that's what's boosting this power bar. The duty bar. Watch out. Nice. Oh, she like is on this platform thing, and then she summons her loyal hound. And so then here's the raid wide. If this was all powered up, we probably would have wiped her. But we're good. We're good. So now we target the hound, and also if you look at the front, she's sitting on his paw. Isn't that cute? Okay, so here, we saw this before. And so everything back here is going to get cleaved. But in addition to that, the doggy, is that a dog? Delamud? That close? Its tail has this little hook on it and it's glowing, so that means this side's gonna get cleaved like this. Okay, so you don't want to be over here, you want to stand in this quadrant. And she's like hovering up there while it's doing this attack. There we go. See how it cleaves like this, and then this other one is the one we saw earlier. All this ice stuff. Okay, playful orbit. It'll jump off to the side in the front, and then you'll see its sparkling stuff. Its tail is up on this side, so that means it's gonna cleave this side of the thing. And then the main boss, she is doing her thing that has a cleave in the back. Okay, so that means we're gonna get like this. This is not gonna be good, and then the pet is like this, so this is not gonna be good. So that means we have this side to stand in. What's the geometry? See, there we go. All this is fine, all this is not fine. Okay, the doggy comes back and then holds her in its paw. Blue Moon. This is gonna be a raid wide. Key Moonbeam. What's this? Oh, we've got AoEs to spread. Okay. Okay, we're spreading, and then we also got this thing that's the front cleave, and then the tail on this side. So it's like this. Okay, so that means we gotta run over here. We're spread for the thing, and then you gotta run all the way to the other side. It happens very fast. It's doable fast, but like, you know, if you're not prepared for it, oh man, you get hit. Cratering Chill. Okay. Oh, we got 2 proximity markers here. So we want to stand in between them here, or down here would be safe. So you stand furthest away from them as you can. Okay, that's fine. Okay, but now it's slippery, okay? We've all got this thingy, this debuff, and so we're just sliding around. But now the doggy's on the outside and his tail's over here like this, and so this whole thing's gonna get cleaved, and then similar to before, where she did donut AoE, we got donut AoE. So we gotta be inside this circle, but not in this one. Okay. But you're sliding around, so you gotta be careful to slide slowly, because if I slid one more time, I'd be outside. Okay. So you gotta be careful here. There. Inside the circle, but on this side, so you don't get hit with that. Having trouble maintaining a solid foothold upon ice-covered ground. Sure am. Oh wow, yeah. Sure hits hard. Okay, now the ground's regular. Okay, we got a stack marker. Okay. Oh, looks like some people died there. Love's Light. We got these moons out. Okay, so you want to go to the darker one first and just wait there. Wait for these other ones to blow up first, and then you go to the safe spot. Okay. Okay, and now we got AoEs. We're baiting underneath us, so we gotta run out of those. Okay, and now we got this thingy. Okay, so this side's not safe, and then we got the tail over here, so then it's gonna be a cleave like this, so that means the safe spot's on this side. Love's Light. The moon forms at Minpina's command. Okay, so the moon begins to wax. The moon is like on the stage. You gotta turn your camera. It's like it's over here. So figure out where the moon is and then watch the cleave. Oh man. But now she's gonna do this thing. So this side's gonna get cleaved, and then the doggy is doing this, so then this side's gonna get cleaved, so we have to all run over here pretty quickly. This person over there was already saved, but then over here it's like, oh no, we gotta get over there. So yeah, it's kind of tricky. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty tricky. It's tricky. When there's all overlapping, it's pretty tricky. Okay, stack together. Moon set raise, yeah, that's the stack. Okay. Well, tank busters, remember we gotta spread out for this. We're gonna do like line AoEs. Okay. Love's light, this moon situation again. Oh, and then full bright at the same time. So, we got the moons that are blowing up, right? And then we got this thing underneath. So that means this over here is a safe spot, not this one. You gotta go over here. See, it blows up during this whole phase. So everyone over here got hit with that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of a lot, huh? Let's take a look at the other video. We're not done. Let's just take a look at this one. I think I purposefully get hit with it just to see how much you take. Yeah, I stand in it, so let's see how much we take. No. Okay. Pretty sure I stand in it at some point. Da-da, da-da. Oh, here we go. Let's see how much this takes. 50k and a bone stack, okay? We get hit with that, that's a lot of damage for... I'm a machinist here, damage dealer. Let's see... Oh. Midnight Frost? I can't really say what this one is. This is the one I just said. Yeah, it's always nice to see what you can survive, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well even here, I ended up getting hit with it. Because that was a little slow. Okay, let's... Maybe I get hit with stuff here. No, I'm just playing fine here. Oh, here we go. You stand here and you get hit with the dog, you swipe waxing claw. 16k and a bone stack. Okay. And then, do we get the moon thing again? Yeah. Here, let's take a look. Okay, if you get hit with one of these moon things, almost 50k and a bone stack. Okay? So it's kind of close. So imagine getting hit with some other stuff at the same time. And then getting the bleed out here. It's kind of a lot. Alright? Yeah, and then here. Yeah, we gotta go inside the hitbox and then on this side of it. So there's different variations of all these things, you know what I'm saying? Tricky business. Tricky business. Okay. Well, anyway. Yeah, let's fight. Let's watch a cutscene. Aww. Cool. You did it. So yeah, when it is, see, I don't have the ability to need or greed this anymore because earlier I had already greeted on something and I got something. If it's current content, you can only get one of the items per week. That's how they get you to, you know, keep playing every week and stuff. Okay, look, look, the snowman's over here. Okay, the guide's basically done, but I'm gonna run around and show things off. Okay, look, there's a snowman. He's like, hello. Okay. It's neat. And then there's like these statues all around the area, the stage. I'd never really noticed that before. So usually things happen so fast. Yeah, see these guys? And there's another snowman. Oh, there's nothing over here. I don't know what it's looking at. I wonder. Maybe it was looking at the fight that was happening before. Like if it's looking kind of downwards. Yeah, there's like these statue things all over the place. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. Do you ever just like wander around, look at stuff? They've got the explorer mode now, where you can look at like dungeons and things without fighting stuff. That's pretty cool. Anyway, alright. I hope you enjoyed watching this guide, and this will be my last video in a while. I'll be working on a few other things, so I'll see you around. Bye. Bye bye.